I want to hear. I want you just to imagine this scenario. You come back to British Columbia, and you go back to the area of Fleetwood, and you are commissioned to plant a church. What would you do based on what you have learned from your brothers and sisters in the Global South?
I'd steal a bunch of sheep from Hope Community. No, because that's often been our church planting models, right? Is we just attract other Christians. I would really want to go back and just like, who are the biggest people groups moving into this area? Who are the poorest people in these neighborhoods? What's the place where someone's the most receptive to hearing the gospel, right? Like David, you hit on this, right? Like this is the start of the Sermon on the Mount, the Beatitudes. Blessed are the, look down the list, right? We keep reading blessed like it means pitied. It doesn't. It means favored by God are all of these people because they're in difficult places. History has taught us that, I mean, if I put a map of the world in front of you right now, of all the places where Christianity is growing the fastest, it's everywhere where people are poorest, the most persecuted, and have the greatest need for a savior. So I would hope that this message that I've learned from this stuff has sunk deep enough in me that I wouldn't want to be drawn to the same trappings of, if you build it, they will come type of model, but rather just, where are the deepest felt needs of this community? What's the best news that could happen to this neighborhood that the church here isn't seeing yet? I'm hoping that would be it, but I also understand like that's a tough sell. That's a long walk to go on with people, and a very big ask.
Keep going. You can be more specific.
I honestly, I mean, I've been removed. I've been here for 16 years now. So what the most pressing issues are in a Fleetwood neighborhood or in other parts of the Fraser Valley right now, I probably don't know as well as I did then. But I would really want to develop a core of people and walk through a period of time of teaching, just being able to look at how would this really be different, you know. Church plants also have a tendency to accumulate people who are just disgruntled elsewhere. So yeah, when you say it's easier to start something new, well, it is, because the one thing everybody's got in common is they don't like where they came from, and they got a gripe with somebody else. But then after, right, a few years, you're going to hit this hurdle where you realize, well, wait a second, we actually have to be for something here. So I don't know, I'd want to help people work through their hurts and what are you disgruntled by, and maybe you need to go back and make amends before you're actually in a place where you can create something new, instead of just running from where you were.